Left and right are more than ideologies. They are fueled by fundamental personality traits differences, not necessarily behavioral differences. Ideally, everyone will look up the big 5 personality traits. One of them is industriousness. Generally, conservatives are high in industriousness and actually do a vast majority of work in society. They are the hard-working type. Another trait is openness. Conservatives tend to have low openness. So if you're a left-leaning person, don't expect them to meditate and look inside to find ways to accept you. In fact, industriousness's dark side can become bigotry. If openness is low, ignorance can be a dark side of that. It's unfortunate, but this means that bridging the divide is a heavier lift for the left-leaning types, who have openness to use more flexibility to try to tolerate what they don't understand, while the right must open up some, which is a heavy lift for them. Tolerance is what is lost in a society that lives sheltered in online forums with identical views. When we rarely step outside our echo chambers to tolerate uncomfortable differences, we forget how to tolerate personality differences. Personality is not something that changes in people, so hating who someone is, in a way, is prejudice. Behaviors to change. Those of us who can change our behaviors to better tolerate the less tolerant need to. Let's face it, the further right working class are less involved in online forums and have not changed much, because openness is needed for change. So, that means it's more on the left to learn the tolerance, but they're the ones who have changed to less tolerant recently, so they have to use that openness to change back to a more tolerant position. It's kind of odd that the inclusiveness of different people, that the left rightly celebrates, does not include those who are different personalities. Even though it's not just behavior, but personality. Rejection of people because they don't have the openness to accept you is hypocritical, and it a sound form of bigotry. It's fairly easy to accept those who accept us. The openness and exercising of the things that are harder to exercise with low industriousness are the left's burden for peace. Just as exercising openness is the right's burden when it's a more difficult thing to exercise in order to accept or tolerate the left. We all need to stretch and relearn tolerance of each other. The way to do so is in exercising tolerance by allowing ourselves to feel discomfort in discourse. Discourse has broken down. After discourse stops, violence comes next. It's time to do what we can behaviorally to bridge the divide. Discomfort and tolerance over outrage and violence is what we must return to if we want peace. If we care about peace or the country, we will work for it.